Hello artists, today we're going to be making a one-page zine. Zine is short for the word magazine. A zine is a self-published, handmade work of art, usually reproduced via photocopier. Zines come in all shapes and sizes and are the product of either a single person or a very small group of artists. They can be about anything you can think of and are great ways for artists to express themselves. Our zine theme today is quarantine, so let's get started. You are going to need a pencil and eraser, something to color with, a Sharpie or a black pen, something that you like to draw with, and a piece of paper. For this project, I'm going to use pink, but you can use white or any light color paper that you have. To begin, we need to fold our one-page zine. So to start, we're going to fold in half lengthwise, making sure to line up those edges, press down in the center and out to the edges, and open your paper and lay it flat. Now you're going to fold it in half the other way, the short way. Lining up your edges, pressing down in the center and out to the other edges. Keep your paper folded. You're going to fold the top layer of paper back towards the middle seam, only the top layer. Once you have that done, you're going to flip your paper over and do the exact same thing. The top layer of paper folds back to the middle seam. What you're creating is actually called an accordion fold, and that's because it can be picked up and played just like an accordion. Once you have something like this, you're going to lay it down on your table so it has a mountain in the middle and two valleys on the side. Now it's time to cut your paper. We're only going to make one very, very small cut. So if I hold this like this, so my opening to my fold is on top, my seam is on the bottom, I'm going to cut from my seam on this line right to my fold and stop. Just one very, very little cut, and you're going to cut right on the line of the folds. Hold your paper nice and tight, and when you get to that other seam, you stop. That's all you need your scissors for. Now you're going to hold one side and hold the other side, and you're going to flip them together. Now you have your book is almost done. You just have to make your folds nice and tight. So I'm going to take this side towards this fold of my book. This side goes here. I'm going to run my fingers over all the seams of my folds, and then my cover just gets folded to the front. You can line up your pages a little bit better. Reinforce all those folded seams. That's it, guys. You have made your first one-page zine. To decorate your zine, again, our theme is quarantine, but you're going to have to label your pages first because we're going to take the whole thing apart to draw. So if I have it nice and folded, this is going to be my cover. Very lightly in pencil, I'm going to write the letter C at the bottom. This is going to be erased, so don't write too dark. Open the first page. Write 1, 2 on the bottom. Next page, 3, 4. Next page, 5, 6. And once you have it folded shut, you're going to write a B on the back for back cover. Now you get to design your artwork. To do this, you're actually going to unfold everything that you just did and lay your artwork flat so that you can see the numbers and the letters that you wrote. So it's kind of hard to see, but because we labeled it, it's going to be a lot easier to design. You see here is the cover, but my C is upside down. So that tells me that I actually have to draw the cover this way. Then I turn it again. I have page 1, 2, 3, and 4. They are all going in the same direction. Flip your paper around. 5, 6, and the back cover are all facing the same direction as well. Let me show you on a finished example what that looks like. So here is my quarantine zine. If I were to take that apart and lay it flat, you would see all the different drawings that I did on each page, and some of them, these 3 in particular, are upside down. So it's really important that you label those pages with the numbers or the letters so you know which way to draw. Now for our theme is quarantine. The first thing that you're going to do is design your cover. Your cover needs a title and it needs to have your name. So you can use my title, Quarantine Zine or Quarantine. and write your name, just like I did. Or you can think of a much better title and you can write by your first and last name right at the bottom. So either way you want to do it. If you have room, you can add a little illustration that kind of goes with your theme. And then I'm just going to show you my quarantine zine. On the first page, I have the weirdest food that I have eaten. On the second page, I have a lovely portrait of what my hair looks like. Then I have that I have taken 17,586,234,124 walks around my neighborhood. I can tell you where every flower is. I also have that I've checked my plants to see if they have grown every day. So it's something that you can be doing every day. And on this page, I actually combined the pages and drew one large picture instead of two small pictures. So you can do that as well. And on this page, I just illustrated what I miss the most. And I miss seeing you guys at bus duty every day for you to run up and tell me all your crazy, weird stories. So that's another good idea. And then on the last page, this is the back cover. I have a nice quote that kind of brings our whole theme together. After every storm, there is a rainbow. So if you guys need some help coming up with things to draw on your page, I have this handy dandy list right here that I'll either put on the board or share in our meet. And I just want to read you just a few ideas to get your creativity flowing. So you can draw the first person that you want to visit when this is all over. You can draw what your new quarantine hobby is. I'd love to see that. You can draw the weirdest food you've eaten, your best find on a neighborhood walk. How do you relax? Where are you spending most of your time? What's the best book that you've read? What's the weirdest food concoction you've created? What do you do with your siblings? How many books have you read? Find a silver lining and write it down. Some good things about being quarantined. So this will be displayed for you to come up with all your different ideas. And I cannot wait to see what you do. I'm sure your zines are going to be very creative and interesting. I hope you guys really enjoy this project. I'm looking forward to see what you're creating, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.